Good evening, families and caregivers, and we would like to welcome you to the Elmira Pre-K-8 Academy 2021 virtual open house. We greatly appreciate everybody taking the time out of their day today to join us as we welcome you to a virtual start of the school year. It's been very challenging yet rewarding because we're learning a lot of new ways and strategies to work with your children. We thank you for joining us, and we're going to show you a brief video to start off things. My name is Jim Green. I'm the principal at Almira Pre-K Academy. I'm going on my 7th year here in Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and I absolutely love it here, okay? So just even though we're not in person, please understand this presentation comes with a lot of love behind it. We do miss you. We miss your families. We miss your children. We could not wait to have everybody back in person. So again, we hope you enjoy this presentation coming up. As we get started here, there's a few things I just want to share with you. The overview for tonight. We're going to have a brief message from our Wave and Now team. And we are going to have a presentation, a slideshow. And right after that slideshow, we're going to go in to visit our classrooms. And we're going to wrap up the night with a family support presentation by Ms. Simpkins, Ms. Lynn, and Mr. Stewart. And then please keep in mind throughout the presentation, in order to get to the teachers' classrooms, we'll go back to the website at 6:30. And that's where all the links are posted. There's a pop-up menu, and so I'll show you that momentarily. However, please join me as I start the now presentation.
Hi, my name is Jayla Rhodes.
And I'm Savannah Reyes.
And we are the STAR Conflict Mediators. STAR stands for
Scholars Talking About Resolving Situations.
We're here to keep the peace in school by reminding everyone,
don't fight about it, talk about it.
Conflict mediation works.
My name is Miguel Ortiz. I have been at Almira for 9 years. It has been a great experience for me. Through the past years, all the teachers are trying to get it better and better. I've learned so much. I've been in now and basketball, and it was awesome. And I was selected by the library teachers to walk around the school with 3 important people for iPads, and it paid off. And ever since Mr. Green has been principal, it has been getting great. More activities, more learning, better transportation through the halls. This is a very good, educated, and great experience. I love this school. Since I was like 5, now I'm going to be 14. It's been a journey, and I loved every inch of it. Thank you, and have a greater day.
Hi, my name is Savannah Reyes. I'm in the 8th grade. I've been at Almira for 8 to 9 years. I do volleyball and cheer. I also do morning announcements. I'm a mediator. But being a student at Almira is great. I've been there for so long. I just really love the school and the teachers. Almira is a really good school. They got activities and a lot more other things. But one thing I like mostly is that when we need extra help, they have tutoring after school. That helped me a lot in school. I want to give a shout out to Miss Bliss and Miss Molly. Miss Bliss helped me out a lot in math class. She teaches the class everything we need to know for high school. And to Miss Molly, you helped me out in cheer a lot with schoolwork too. I thank you for checking up on me to see how I was doing in school and for asking if I needed any extra tutoring or help.
Thank you, Ms. Coates, for putting that together with her Now and WAVE team, our conflict mediation WAVE team. WAVE stands for Winning Against Violent Environments, and that is one of the many great programs that we have available at Almira. Next, we're going to briefly talk about the mission of Almira. The mission of Almira's Pre-K Academy is to assist all students in achieving high standards of excellence, academically as well as socially and emotionally, and to provide a safe environment which fosters positive relationships and mutual respect between students, staff, and parents, while also cultivating and creating success beyond high school. Every year we have a motto. This year it's "We are family, we are crew." For those of you that joined us for our meet and greet, we briefly went over this. However, again, we want to make sure that that we have a clear idea of what our vision is as a staff this year. What is crew? It's a structure, it's a spirit, it's a way of being. To be a crew means to pitch in, to help each other, to step up and take responsibilities for everyone's well-being. And as a group of individuals who meet together to support and push each other in school and in life. From day one in the 2021 school year, we are a family, we are a crew. When your children come back to our school, they're gonna see signs such as this. Throughout the hallways of Almira, whether you see student work, whether you see positive posters with positive messages, again, we really encourage that sense of community at Almira. That's why, again, I'm telling you, there's no better place to be in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District than at Almira. Next, how does my child access their classroom? For those of you that have been, that started at the beginning of the year, your child has logged in using a Clever link, and it's located on our Almira website. And at the top of your child's Clever page are multiple teacher pages. And you can click on the teacher page to access the classroom. So again, if you're ever having any issues with accessing your child's classroom, we're always available at the main office at 216-838-6150. Also, on our website, you'll be able to see that we have a virtual learning section with an overview, and we have updates as well. In the overview section, it actually shares with you about all the different aspects of online learning, and that's where there's several important links that you can click on that can take you into Clever, that goes to previous back to school meet and greet videos, student schedules, and a back to school checklist. In addition to that, we're going to be talking about Schoology. Schoology is a new learning management system that we utilize throughout the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. And basically what ends up happening is it's a way for us to communicate as a school community, and primarily in students in grades 3 to 8 use that to have their classroom materials, their resources, as well as assignments. Okay, we're going to go over that in detail momentarily. So Schoology access. It says, do you currently have access to your child's Schoology account so you can view the latest school updates? If not, you're going to need a parent code, and you can actually retrieve the code from the main office, your child's homeroom teacher, or you can submit a request on our Almira website. And as to date, I think there's about 48 parents so far that have requested it. I'm going to show you where to find that on our website. If you click on virtual learning, so when you go to our home page, you'll see the pictures and everything, all the information available on our home page. At the very top, again, you have virtual learning, and you scroll all the way to the bottom. Scroll all the way to the bottom where it says Schoology sign up, and then it takes you to the Schoology page, and it basically explains what Schoology is. Now, if you do not have your parent access code, and please note that even if you have a child in grades pre-K, kindergarten, first or second grades, that you can still get a Schoology code, because that's where our district will be sending out messaging, as well as school-wide messages as well. There's an announcement section in Schoology. So there's a form on our website, and you'll notice that a lot of times when we send IVR messages home, we'll always refer to click on the pop-up menu. So tonight, when you logged in to our website, you saw an important message. So we usually have links on that pop-up menu, and one of the links is actually, it takes you to this part of our website, and you click here, and you can actually request a Schoology access code. In addition to that, after you get the access code, you will receive an email on what your next steps are going to be. And this is where you would go to Schoology.com, and at the very top it says to choose parent, and you would place your access code underneath that section that says parent, and then you'll be able to access your child's Schoology account to keep up to date with what they're working on, so you can work with them and know what's going on regarding their academics. In addition to that, you'll be able to see the latest school updates. Next, Ms. Moss, our curriculum instructional specialist, is going to talk about our academic achievement plans.
Good evening, Almira Families. My name is Janae Moss, and I have been at Almira for 7 years as well as Mr. Green. And again, I love the school, I love the people, and I miss you all so very much. When I'm at the building, it's kind of empty without all of the families and the kids coming through and the parents stopping by. So we are waiting, bite my fingernails until we can all get back together. I'm going to talk about the academic achievement plan. And what this really is talking about is how we are trying to move through getting our students to where they need to be. All our schools in CMSD are focusing on implementing the gradual release of responsibility framework, which Almira has been doing for about 4 years. The framework includes the following: direct explanations and modeling provided whenever new concepts or strategies are introduced, guided practice with small groups of students, often after concepts have been introduced, and then students collaboration prior to independent practice, and then independent student work. So there are 4 steps: teacher direct instruction. Then we have, after that, I do with you, the teacher I do, the student and the teacher we do, and then you do together, student to student, and then you do alone. With this, we need you all to understand that virtual learning is challenging, which I know you already know, but for the teacher side, with the gradual release, this means that the teachers need the opportunity to actually go ahead and introduce the information. And then we need to give our kids an opportunity to wrestle with it a little bit. It's important that there's a bit of struggle. Struggle equals learning. Now, frustration and totally not getting it is something totally different. But if your kid is struggling to work through something, as long as they are working through it, that's what we want. So I hope that that makes sense. The next part is implementing the gradual release of responsibility framework to meet the needs of all students. Effectively use a learning management system to deliver and manage instruction for all students. Our learning management system is Schoology. Everybody has a Schoology account, all the teachers, all the students. The Schoology account is your in to know what's going on with your student. So it allows you to go in and see their work. It allows you to go and see the teacher messages, and it helps you actually move through the lesson, the year with your scholar. It also Our academic achievement plan helps us to develop a meaningful partnership with the parents and guardians focused on mutual support to ensure student success. I would like to give kudos to the Almira staff, Almira administration with how supportive everyone has been. It's been a tough road. Everybody's been working together. And if you need anything, feel free to call the school or come on up during the day. The third grade reading guarantee. The third grade reading guarantee is our checkpoint through the state to make sure that our students are reading at grade level. If we took the NWEA on last week or maybe even Monday, and with the NWEA, those results determine whether a child is reading at grade level. If they're not, that's what we're here for. We will work with them and they will be on a RIMP that will help us to support them and give you information as well as the teachers of where they need to be. And then the third grade reading guarantee is what it is. If your child ends up on a RIMP, we need you to sign the paperwork and return it to the teacher, as well as be involved in helping your scholar actually improve in their reading. If you want more information, you can go to the ODE website. And the way that you can monitor your scholar's academic progress, interim report cards will be mailed to your home. And then you can monitor your scholar's progress in Schoology through the parent portal, which Mr. Green already spoke about. If you need that, your access code, feel free to call the office, contact the teacher, or just go to the website and fill out the form and it will be sent to you. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Special education is a continuum of services and supports designed for children who have disabilities that impact their academic progress. While the district is remote learning, all special education services will be delivered remotely through teletherapy services. The services in your child's IEP will be implemented through virtual remote learning. You should have already heard from the intervention specialist servicing your student already this year. In-person services will resume once it's safe to do so. You can request an IEP meeting at any time to discuss your child's remote services. IEP and ETR meetings will be held virtually or via telephone, and neither of these methods are for you acceptable. Please speak with your child's intervention specialist. If you suspect your child may have a disability, please communicate this to your child's teacher or school principal, preferably in writing. When we have it in writing, then we can begin to move on SST, student support team. And they will convene a meeting within 30 days of discussion to discuss your concerns and report. The special ed main line is 216-838-7733. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Moss. Next is our Dean of Engagement. Wait, sorry about that. No, next is our Assistant Principal, Roberto Davila, to speak about attendance.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that promotion. Just want to say a thank you for all the parents and teachers for doing a wonderful job during this time. I know this is new to all of us, and so I just want to say you guys are doing a wonderful job, teachers. And parents, thank you for believing in us also. Now, this part here, I'm Mr. Davila, and I've been at Almira for about 4 years, and I've been in education for about 35 years. I started when I was 5 years old. Now, the first thing about attendance is very important that we communicate with the school. So parents, if for some reason that you have a change of address, it's very important that you notify the building, the secretary. Also, if you have an update email address or phone number, because it's very important that via eSchool, what we do when we send out a communication, we rely on the information that's in our computer system. So it's very important that you provide an accurate and up-to-date contact information for parents. Now, what is the parent's responsibility with attendance? This is very important because there are new laws this year that pertains to attendance. And so, for example, it's very important to parents to continue to call the school if your child is absent. Call the main number if they'll be absent from remote learning for the day. Also, communicate with your child's teacher when your child is unable to attend the live lesson, but will attend the recorded session. And the reason why, because your child then will receive credit for attending. I'll repeat this. If your child did not go on to the live session, if they come back and view the recorded session, it's very important that you notify your teachers so that your child can receive credit for being present for that day. And let the teacher or the school team member know if you experience difficulties that prevent your child from logging in. So if your child has problems logging in because the computer's not working or the internet's down, that's very important because your child can then be counted present, and we'll work with him as long as we get some work. And it's very important, please, if you have any problems, don't hesitate to call the school. Now also, create a routine schedule during school hours to make it easier for your child to learn and study. If you can have a designated area where they can come every day, the same time, of course, and nice and quiet if possible. This is what help your child when they start to learn. And then also explain to your children that both synchronized, which means teacher-led, and asynchronized, which is student-led, independent, normally on Wednesdays too, learning that counts toward their attendance. So that's very important. Next slide. Now, the multilingual education department, we're very fortunate in the last couple of years since I've been there, we've had an increase with students that have enhanced our school. It's beautiful to have the diversity. We're receiving students from all over, and some of them with a Spanish language, and others we have different languages as well. And so we're very encouraged that they're choosing Almira. Now, the multilingual education department, they're very active. We do have right now 2 individuals in their building that they do help, and they go and help the students in their math class, in their other social studies class, science class, to help them with their work if they're having difficulties with the English language. Now, also the multilingual department also provides enrollment and language assessments for students whose first language is not English. They provide family and support in several languages. They also provide translation and interpretation services, and they assist with home and school connections, and they also work with the families when they're in their crisis.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Davila. Next, we have Tracy Simpkins-Smith. She is our family support specialist with our Say Yes to Schools initiative in Cleveland. Oh, 1 second, Tracy.
Hi.
Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, there you go, Tracy.
Okay. Hi, my name is Hi, my name is Tracy. I'm the Say Yes Family Support Specialist at Almira. This is my 2nd year, and I absolutely love it. I love the students, I love the parents, I love providing you guys the resources. Family Support Specialist for our school who will connect you with families to support services and resources in your community. I will help you out with mental health services, free legal aid, and post-secondary planning systems. Say Yes scholarships are administered at College Now, Cleveland. All students who attend high school from 9th to 12th grade and reside in CMSD footprints are eligible. Questions about the Say Yes scholarship, including the scholarship portal, applications, and payments to schools can be directed to Say Yes Scholarship Hotline at 216-454-5400 or at Say Yes Scholarship at collegenow.org. The CMSD footprint includes the City of Cleveland, Bradnall, Lindale, Newburgh Heights, and parts of Brook Park and Garfield Heights assigned to the district. Project Act and Homeless Service. Project Act provides direct instructional and support services to children and youth residing in temporary emergency shelters, transitional housing, and double-dub students staying with families due to loss of housing, economical hardship, or similar situations. A holistic and comprehensive approach is used to deliver instructional and support services necessary to facilitate the homeless child's transitions into schools and to ensure the child's success and ongoing participation in the education system. So support services including everything necessary to accomplish the goal of meeting students' physical, social, and emotional needs, and empowering parents to support their children in this endeavor. All appropriate resources from the Cleveland Metropolitan School Districts are employed to achieve this goal. You can call area code 216-838-0201 for more information. I look forward to when everybody come back to school. We miss you guys.
Thank you, Ms. Simpkins. I greatly appreciate you presenting about Say Yes to Education. At this time, staff, if you want, can you please go to your individual classroom links, and we're going to finish everything up here, and then we'll transition our families to your classrooms, okay? So the staff, if you would like to go log into your classrooms to start those up, okay? Thank you.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Stewart did have something to add about attendance.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. Stewart's about to present right now. So everybody, this is, thanks for bringing that up, Ms. Moss. Everybody, this is our Dean of Engagement, Conrad Stewart. So, yep, round of applause for Mr. Stewart. There we go. All right. All right, we got to unmute. Sorry, we got to unmute you. Sorry about that. Stewart. Okay, here we go. You're all set, Conrad.
All right, good evening. My name is Conrad Stewart. I am the Dean of Engagement at Almira. I have been at Almira, I believe, 7 years as well, and enjoy every moment of it. I can definitely tell you that I miss the kids. So I'm gonna hop right into my part of the presentation. Just wanted to touch on one of the things in regards to attendance, and that's House Bill 410. As many of you know, students cannot miss more than 30 consecutive hours in a week. You are not allowed to miss more than 42 hours in a school month. And you can't miss more than 72 hours in a school year. And so just to break that down, we're in school roughly during a normal school year, 6.75 hours a day. So doing the math, that's, you know, once or twice that you're missing a month, that definitely adds up. We know that when students are not in school, it definitely impacts their learning. So again, please make sure that they are logged on daily, as they are definitely missing a lot of enrichment. Next, we are looking at our True to You program. True to You is an innovative year-long youth development and career exploration mentoring program that prepares all Cleveland Metropolitan School District 8th grade students for the transition from middle to high school. So the volunteers meet with our 8th graders one time a month in a small group. They help students identify their strengths and plans for the future. This year, True to You will be virtual, and we are looking to get started with that program in December. Next, I wanted to talk about our paths, our SEL, which has 5 SEL competencies and levels of school-wide SEL. And so I'll just start with self-awareness. And so what we are looking for is our scholars to have the ability to accurately recognize when emotions and thoughts and their influence on behavior. Next, we want to look at self-management. And we want our scholars to have the ability to regulate one's emotions, thoughts, and behaviors effectively in different situations. And I think that is key there. I know with us learning virtually, we definitely want our scholars to be able to manage stress and be able to control those impulses. Next, we want our scholars to have the ability in terms of social awareness, the ability to take their perspectives and empathize with others from different diverse backgrounds and cultures, and to understand social and family and school and community resources. And then the last piece is relationship skills. So we want our scholars to have the ability to establish and maintain healthy, rewarding relationships with diverse individuals and groups. Oh, and responsible decision-making. That is the last one. We would like our scholars to have the ability to make constructive and respectful choices about personal behavior and social interactions. And so our human work programs are PATHs, Second Step Now, WAVE, and our conflict mediation, our planning center, our student support teams, our class meetings, school-based mental health, rapid response and crisis response, quality standards and conditions for learning surveys. At the high school level, we have student advisory committees, NOW, anti-bullying program, WAVE, the planning center, student support teams, rapid response, class meetings, school-based mental health, and we have CTAG, which is closing the achievement gap, quality standards and condition for learning surveys. Our school received Title I, and that is the Every Student Succeed Act, which provide these supports in our school. So instructional aides, instructional coaches, additional teachers, technology for students, reading and math programs, family engagement. Our school receives $4,388 for family engagement programs and activities to support our school priorities. So what is the purpose of Title I-A? To inform parents of their rights and roles within their scholars' school building as it relates to being included in decision-making opportunities and committees regarding school improvement plans, participating in school-based parent organizations, and that is our SPO, our PAC, PCO, providing input on how Title I-A family engagement funds are spent to support meaningful engagement activities, which advances student achievement, ensuring that the school engages in two-way communication with our parents to strengthen family-school partnerships and remove barriers to participate. So in the event any families or parents are interested in our SPO or PAC, please call the school at 216-838-6150. We can definitely use some volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Next, we have Mr. Davila is going to present additional slides about the Title I-A.
Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you, Stuart, for doing a great job there. The that act where Every Student Succeed Act under this parent Title I-A, if your child does not have a qualified, certified teacher, then we must notify you. So parents have the right to know about their teacher's qualification. There are several bullets there, and I won't read all of them to you, but notification if your child's being taught for 4 more weeks by a teacher who is not highly qualified. And so it does have a list there, but the key to this slide here is that we have to notify you if the teacher is not qualified. Next slide. And how can I support the Title 1A program? As Mr. Stewart mentioned, he's also involved with this, participating in the SPO, which is the School Parent Organization, or the Parent Advisory Committee. Also, you can help with this by participating in the development of the Academic Achievement Plan. This is a very good, because you can have input on what type of information your child can learn or how present it. And so if you would like to participate with that, please get a hold of our school. Also, if you can support your child's learning by creating a learning space, which we mentioned before, for them to do schoolwork. And the last one is to participate in family engagement activities and programs sponsored by the district, like parent university workshops and offerings. And sometimes with these parent universities, you get a certificate. You can also get, I'm not sure, but college credit. They also sometimes provide a lot of incentives, some funds. So we do want to encourage you to participate. Next slide. This next slide is very important because I will say this, that we try to do our very best to help our parents. We go out of our way. We love to support you. So I would encourage you, parents, that if you have a positive experience, that you would communicate that with us. A lot of times we get phone calls of things we're not doing right, but it's good to receive positive, and also it can be via email. You can send the principal or someone an email. So I like to just say thank you to so-and-so, an employee, and we'll make sure that that employee also gets that and be recognized for what they're contributing to the school's success. Now, there are some times that there's another part here that if we do not meet your expectations, we do ask that you please, out of courtesy, if you come to us first and try to resolve it with us, we would greatly appreciate that. That if you can see in the bullets there, prior to contacting the ombudsman office, make sure that you have exhausted all efforts to resolve the issue at the building level. If you have a problem with me, I would encourage you to talk to me first. And if I can't please you, then go to the principal. But I would encourage you, even with teachers, if you have a problem with a teacher, if before you come to one administrator, go talk to the teacher first and try to resolve it at that level. And so we want to encourage you, once again, please, if anything good, please call the school, send an email and say they're doing a wonderful job. But if we're not doing a good job, please come to us first and let us try to resolve it first.
Thank you, Mr. Davila. Okay, next we're gonna have it's at 7:30, we're gonna have a family support overview right after the classroom sessions. Definitely wanna highly encourage everybody to view this presentation because there's a lot of fantastic resources. Ms. Lynn, are you on right now? Let's see here. Ms. Lynn, here we go. There you go, Ms. Lynn.
Hi.
All right.
Hi, families. It's so great to see you, even if it's over Zoom. I miss you all so much. Yes, please come back at 7:30 to learn about our resources that we have through Say Yes, CPH, Applewood, and Family Solutions. We have a whole bunch, even though we're virtual this semester, we have a whole bunch of resources and events and opportunities coming up. So please come back at 7:30, and we're so excited to see you all there.
All right, thank you, Ms. Lynn, our wraparound site coordinator that is with our lead agency, Cleveland Playhouse. Okay, parents, so at this time, up next, we're gonna have classroom meetings that go all the way until 7:30. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna show you on our Almira website where you can go and get right back to our, the teacher classrooms. So if you go back to our website, all you'll have to do is if you click on that pop-up menu and it says click here to enter the virtual open house, and you're going to see an entire schedule with your child's homeroom teachers' names. If you just click on any one of these links, so whatever grade level your child is in, or whatever their homeroom teacher is in, please identify that in the column that says teacher. And then what you do is go to the right where it says homeroom link and click on that, and that will take you to the various classrooms. If you have children and with multiple teachers, you can pop in one classroom and then go back out and do the same thing. The only thing is that we're asking for you to do is right after the presentation at 7:30, if you could go back to this page on our website, which is located in the pop-up menu. And if you click on the family supports presentation, I cannot stress enough on how many different resources that we have here at Almira. We are pretty much one of the only, if not, I think we're the only school in the district right now that has both a wraparound site coordinator and a family support specialist, which means more resources for you. We want to make sure that we're supporting you as much as possible. So again, please take advantage of this presentation and join Miss Lynn, Miss Simpkins, Mr. Stewart, and I think Mr. Jones. We have Family Solutions. So again, we have multiple support staff that are going to be a part of this meeting. And so we definitely hope to see you back there at 7:30, okay? So at this time, what you can do again, just go to the main website and you're going to click on the main website. Sorry. You're going to click on the pop-up menu that will bring up the schedule for tonight, okay? So again, thank you so much for joining us for our Title I parent presentation. And I hope you enjoy seeing your child's classroom teachers, and we'll see you back at 7:30, okay? Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Again, I am Miss Lynn. I am your wraparound site coordinator with CPH. I am also, as of midway through last year, your MyCom West Boulevard regional coordinator. So you'll be getting a lot of information from me via CPH and via MyCom, which is an organization that brings the community together. And whoops, no, okay. Which brings the community together, other schools and businesses around the neighborhood. So you'll be getting a lot of information from that, about that from me. This is my contact information, my emails, and my the cell phone. I know that my cell phone is a little strange, and so please, if you see this number pop up, don't think it's spam. It's just me trying to get a hold of you. So thank you very much. First things first, this is a very interesting time of our decade, our year. I'm not quite sure how to say it, but CPH and MyCom have joined together to create what is called a learning pod. A learning pod is a safe place for students to go if parents have to work. We help them. There are 3 staff members, and myself included. We help the students get onto their classes and do their work. The hours are 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our pod for the West Boulevard region is the Denison United Church of Christ, which is on the corner of West 99th and Denison. So it's literally one long block away from the school. We have strict safety procedures, and I just need to emphasize that because in this time of COVID that we can't be too careful. We take temperatures at the doors. The kids are always wearing masks. The staff are always wearing masks. And it's just something that we take very seriously. And especially I do in my current 7-month pregnancy condition. So there is that. This is the website for the page to sign up. We do have a wait list right now, but if somebody should give up their spot, I will give you all a call and we can work something out. All right. We are starting a family support page. It's a work in progress, but it will be accessed through the Almira homepage. Here we will be advertising a series of talks. Wednesday Family Talks is what I sort of called it this time around. We might give it a different name. But these talks will be recorded and available, and the first one I think will be on October 14th, with some CPH care teachers to talk to families about self-care. So, and I believe that will be in the morning, and then will be recorded and available all day. This is also a hub for resources from Ms. Tracy and myself in the school. I have been sending out newsletters every Monday, and that archive, the archive of these newsletters will be stored on the Almira homepage and possibly on this page as well. And you can find out more information regarding the school parent organization. Please join. I can't echo Mr. Stewart enough when I say please join this. I keep calling it the student parent organization, but the school parent organization. It's a fun group of people. I see Miss Shirley is on this list. I don't know if Janine is, but we have a great group of people to work with, and we could always use more volunteers and help. Also, my favorite game, Gator on the Wall, where originally it was Al E. Gator, our mascot, would hide on the walls and the kids would find him. This time we are actually going to be placing him in various spots on our website so the kids can go and find him for a prize. And this will be starting in October. We're not quite sure for how long, but definitely in October. So keep an eye out for the Gator if you ever go to our website. As part of the wraparound program, we have in-school residencies. All of these residencies are available virtually or through pre-recorded videos or in live Zoom classes. So ZenWorks Yoga has provided us with 20-minute videos with Miss Jen. And this is available for grades pre-K to 8. I send these all to the teachers and they can use them however they wish. Dancing Classroom Brain Breaks, 10-minute dance videos, same thing. The teachers should have access to these videos, and this is for grades 4 through 8. CPH Care classes, Compassionate Arts Remaking Education classes with Miss Inez have started, and they are live Zoom classes. And this is available for grades K through 8. So all of these classes, all these residencies have started. If you want more information, you can let me know. We are continuing on with our partners. Despite the time, we still want to get as many resources and much things to our students as possible. So Shoes and Clothes for Kids, which is a partner that we gained last year through Say Yes, we're one of the pilot schools for 3 years, where kids in grades K through 3 will get free school supplies and uniforms twice a year. Supplies have been handed out. If you see me at the device handout, device distribution, I'm there handing out supplies and devices and packets to the students, especially grades K through 3 and kids grade through 3 will get these little Zuby boxes. Uniforms will be passed out, but not until we are back together in the school. So keep an eye out for that. Coats for kids, we are getting our coats. I know Ohio's winters are cold and they're windy, so we will be getting coats. Please keep an eye out for more information about that. If you need a coat now, I know it's getting colder, we have a ton of coats in the gym, and I'm pretty sure Mr. Burkhart would like me to get rid of them as soon as possible. So please let me know if you need a coat. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank is also coming back. We are starting our backpacks for kids. These are those clear plastic bags that kids will take home with them once a week, and so they have food for the weekend. We are still working out the logistical procedures for this, so please keep an eye out for more information. Our food markets are also coming back. I know I'm talking really fast, but please let me know if you have any questions. Our food market is coming back. That's 4,000 pounds of food. It's free. Don't need your ID. I just need bodies to take the food away. You all know me and my desire to not have any leftovers in the building. This will be held outside in a drive-through style in the parking lot. And the days have changed, so please note, because of our asynchronous schedule on Wednesdays, we are holding our market every second Wednesday of the month. So our first market is on October 14th, and that goes from 1 to 3 p.m. The food will be boxed up or bagged up and will be placed in the trunk of your car. If you do not have a car and are a walker, that is completely fine. Please let myself or one of the administration or the teachers know, and one of our amazing volunteers will deliver food to you or for you, or we will meet you on a street corner. I don't care. We would just want you to have food. That is it for me. I know these are just weird times, but just know that we are working as hard as we can to get as many resources and opportunities for our students and our Gators. And you know where to find me. I'm mostly based at the Denison Pod these days, but you can always reach me via my cell phone or via email. All right, Mr. Green.
All right, thanks, Miss Lynn. Now, I know, you know, Mr. Stewart, Miss Simpkins, if you have like anything to share in regards to the supports that are available and what we're capable of providing here at the school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, Mrs. Stewart.
No, you can go ahead. I go after you.
Okay, so just that we are doing, we can do referrals for Applewood and Family Solutions. Just let me know they're still providing virtual services. And also I had a meeting with Legal Aid. The Legal Aid is really a big piece. They're still doing referrals. They're taking care of evictions. They're taking care of if you've been denied your PRC money. So they're still available. We're still doing the referrals. We actually had the highest number of referrals to legal aid than any other school. So I just want you guys to know that's a free service that's offered to you from Say Yes. So thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
So we have a couple things that we're putting in works in terms of Cleveland Public Library using our asynchronous day to reach our scholars based on grade band. So we probably would do K through 2, and then probably at least 3 through 5. I know sometimes 4th and 5th graders don't like to have stories read to them. However, they will have that option. In addition to that, myself along with Miss Molly and Mr. Pardon will be doing some SEL using our Common Sense Education. So that will be going during our SEL time throughout the week. In addition to that, Miss Tamika Huey-Barkley from Family Solutions will be assisting me as well. And she is on and she will say a few words as well.
Here, 1 second, I'll unmute.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let me see 1 second here.
Come on.
Oh, you're good? Okay, all right, perfect. All right.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Ms. Simpkins. Hi, Mr. Green. Thank you for inviting me on. I just wanted to, thank Almira School for still working with Family Solutions, and through this remote learning, we still have the same goal in mind: education, managing challenging behaviors, and at home. It almost kind of can go to a scale of 10 to what we're used to doing. So Mr. Stewart and the other team at Almira decided that parent self-care was key. It's always key, but it's really key during this time. So what I will be doing is weekly with Mr. Stewart and the other team at Almira is I'll do facilitate weekly Zoom meetings, and we'll make them as creative and supportive and fun as possible, and then also still give room for you to discuss your individual child's behaviors, not in a Zoom setting, where you can still reach out for home-based behavioral health services that we still provide, and we still provide some via like Zoom and things like that, where contactless services are necessary. But we are still out there as a community-based provider, regardless of the COVID restrictions, because we are considered a first responder as a behavioral health agency. So I look forward to meeting the parents and talking more about how we can kind of manage our own self-care during this time of remote learning with our kids. Thank you.
Thank you. In addition to that, we have designated Wednesday as our tech day to provide for our scholars who are still struggling with logging on. In addition to that, Mr. Jones from Applewood will also be supporting us as well.
Is Mr. Jones on? I saw him before.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, Mr. Jones, there you are. Hey, how's
Mr.
it going?
Green.
All right.
Quickly, just thanks for inviting me. Would like to say I'm Mr. Jones from Applewood. I've been with Almira for 5 years now. Currently, mental health services are still being provided to Almira. I still have some students on my caseload. It's gotten a lot lower. So if there's this child that may be in need of services, I still provide assessments. I've been trying to drop them off to parents' doors and then do like a mental health assessment over the phone via Zoom or Skype, whatever they have access to. Also, therapy can be done, I would say, in person. However, how it works is I usually meet the client at their porch, keep social distancing, wearing masks. Um, I will say, just give a little background. Applewood is free. You can contact either like the teacher to have a referral written up. I deal with it's like certain diagnoses, like I know what's common, what I've seen in the past 5 years: ADHD, depression, anxiety, any type of like family issues or trauma things that come up during the school year. So I'm still open for more clients on my caseload. So if parents have any questions, they can just either ask their teachers or have my email address, phone number. I can provide that as well. So I do look forward to still providing services with Almira. Just however remotely things will be different this year. I'm glad that I can be of help.
All right. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah.
Mr. Stewart, are you going to say anything?
Yes, thank you. So if any parent, again, needs any assistance, I can be reached at 216-838-6150. And I definitely look forward to working with as many families as possible.